Hello, and welcome to Silver State RC Adventures with Trevor. I am here to go over a box and review with the Element RC Enduro Trailrunner 4x4 ready to run. I do have some things to go over with this for you, just to give you some insight on it. So when you do purchase this, you can have some things to look forward to either fix yourself if you choose to do so, or ignore, all depending on you. This is all just my personal opinion. So you do not have to take this with any grain of salt. Just want to go over some of my gripes and personal opinions with it, just to give you guys a better buying experience in the future with this, so that way you know what you're getting yourself into. So let's go ahead and we'll start off here with the beautiful Lexan body that Element has provided us for us. Great skill detail all around. Now you can see everything a little bit better, because I do apologize, my last video was dark, the brightness turned down when I walked away from the camera, so I do apologize about that. So this video will give you a little bit more look of the detail of it, and I can kind of just go over some of the things again here with you if you'd like. We'll start with the body. Like I said, beautiful looking. The only thing I highly recommend is a lot of these plastic pieces that do go onto the truck. I would recommend using some E6000 glue to glue them on, because these little plastic grommets here on the inside of the body, I will try and show you pretty much everything you see under here is going to have these little black plastic grommet pieces that slide over these pins that come through the body. They do not hold very well due to they're not very strong holding onto the plastic pieces there. So I do recommend some glue just to keep them on, that way you don't lose any on the trail and have to try and go find them later on, which makes it very difficult. So that's just my thing with the body. Recommendations: I would use 6000 glue all the plastic pieces, because you will lose them. We'll just set that a little here there for you. If it's out of view, I'm sorry. But onto the chassis now. The chassis is great, very well balanced, very light. Stays very planted, gets you everywhere you need to go, even with these tiny 1.55 wheels and tires that it is equipped with. Speaking of, actually, I'll keep this back out. The tread pattern here of the General Tire ATX tire is phenomenal. The scale realism look of it is incredible. I love it. So I probably will refrain from using my 1.9 wheels and tires for a little bit, just because I like the look of this tread and the little bit of traction you do get with them. You don't get great traction, you don't get bad traction, but it does make everything very fun when you go to hit the trails to make some climbs. You will get some scale realism when it comes to spinning the tires and trying to climb some objects, so it does look really cool. The flexing this body supplies is just so scale realistic looking, you will be blown away by it. So you do have that to look forward to on the trails, just getting lost in how this truck handles on the trails there. The IFS system is phenomenal. You know all about IFS in real life, you know you're going to be three-wheeling a lot, so get used to that. You will see some tires up in the air. Do not think that your truck is going to flip yet. Unlike a solid axle front rear truck like this, where you start seeing tires lift off the ground, you might be in some trouble. This just means the truck is just getting started and ready to party. So this dude is all about the radical life. Stay sketchy, my friends. But the IFS setup is very nice. I went ahead and loosened it up a bit. Out of the box, it does ride like your typical IFS truck out the system. If you do like a leveling kit, it's going to have the front end up a little bit there. So I did go ahead and lower it, so that way it was lower than the rear end, just to give it a little bit better balance for my taste. I know everyone's different, everyone does their stuff different, so I'm not going to go ahead and tell you that what I did was the correct way to do things. It's just my personal preference. But it's all great. The suspension flows really well. It's great suspension. I love it. The suspension's so smooth. These shocks are phenomenal. I love it. Going into the stock electronics, I will let you know you need to replace this servo immediately. Don't even try and run it. It is garbage. It will leave you wanting more, and nothing but more. It is very weak. It twitches a lot. It will cut out a lot, making you think your servo is fried already. When in actuality, it is just going through, who knows, a mental episode or whatever the case may be. But yeah, yesterday's run, I did have my steering cut out about 5 to 6 times, giving me the impression that my servo blew out, only for it to start working maybe 5 to 10 seconds later. So that was very disappointing. I do not like that at all. I will be throwing my ProTech 370 TVL in today. I will go over that further with you. That thing supplies 600 ounces at 6 volts, 650 ounces at 7.4 volts. So it's going to be more than enough for this IFS kit to get it turning and supply the power needed to turn the wheels. Because right now you will notice sometimes your wheels won't even turn. Maybe they'll get locked up. Maybe, you know, it was piss poor planning, in my opinion, on Element to supply this servo for this truck, knowing that the IFS does demand a little bit more power. So definitely get yourself a servo right out the box. Don't even run this thing. It is just completely garbage. You will not be impressed by it at all. Stock ESC, not to my liking. The drag brake is either on or off. You don't really get like a slow control crawl. The truck will tend to speed up, and then you have to kind of like let off every little bit, so that way you don't gain too much speed and start doing some endos, causing your truck now somersault down a hill or whatever the case may be. So do be cautious doing some descents with this truck. The drag brake is not that great. I will be upgrading to an axe system because I have been spoiled here with Suge Knight. That system is just phenomenal. I have nothing great to say about the Hobbywing axe system. I went with the 550 2700 kV in here, and I will be doing the same most likely with this truck because it just supplies all the power needed, all the slow controllability needed, everything you need. Yeah, axe system is the way to go. I will be doing that upgrade myself, but maybe you might like the ESC for now, which is completely fine. It's just not to my liking. The 3-speed stealth tranny, well, we love this thing. It's quiet, very quiet, works very well. The stock overdrive gearing in here right now is sufficient for me. If you would like to go up to the higher ones, maybe because you do tend to make this more crawler oriented, go ahead and do so. That is up to you. Your rig is your choice and your setup is your choice. So whatever you'd like to do, go ahead and do that. But for me, I will be sticking with the stock gear for now. Because this is going to be strictly a trail truck. Have a lot of cool things to make it look scaled for the trails I will be doing. So look forward to a lot of cool content with some of the stuff I'll be providing for you guys here. Truck in itself is pretty durable. I haven't really beat it up, but I don't plan to. I'd like to keep this thing pretty as long as possible because Suge Knight here has taken some falls that have broken my heart. Thankfully enough, this thing is stronger than anything on the planet Earth, it seems like, because I've taken 200 plus foot falls down canyons, only to see my truck at the bottom, hoping that it would be running. And to my surprise, I get down to the bottom, find out nothing is broken, and I'm on the trail again for 2 hours. I don't want to find that out the hard way with this thing though, because I do like it. It's pretty. I don't want to hurt it, but things will happen in that manner because it is the RC world. You will see here I went ahead and put on the plastic higher clearance off-road bumper here. Looks super cool, man. Love the scale details they added to it. You have the D-rings, you have the fairlead there for your winch when you choose to add one. Bumper breaks down into 3 pieces. These end caps come off. It has 2 2mm screws on each side that will bolt in, 4 in total that will tie this down. It does have some light pods here, supplies some lights to go ahead and put in there later, which I will be doing another video on for you guys when I go to do some accessories on here. I will be throwing the roof rack on, which looks like a little hard to see. You will have to get some decent lighting, but the body does, at the top here, it has these little tiny indentations to go ahead and use your body reamer to drill in and apply the overland rack on top there, which I do have tons of cool accessories to slap on there. You know, also on here, they'll go back and forth just to make both trucks look cool, whichever one I'm using. So yeah, look forward to all that cool stuff. I'm going to be doing some videos on here shortly with you. I have a Yeah Racing crawler trailer to tow behind it. You know, lots of cool stuff. So yeah, I hope to bring you guys lots of great content here in the future. I love input, so if you would blow up my comment section, with some advice or things you would like to see from me on my part, I would love to hear from you. But so far, I'm really liking this truck. The accessories are cool. Yeah, we got the snorkel here. I'll be throwing that on a little bit later as well too. Other than that, great truck. It's really impressed me. I'm really liking this truck almost more than this. This truck is phenomenal. I love this truck to death. It's my first love, but man, just the scale realism of having an IFS truck that is all scaled down to like a Class 1 truck on the trail is just the coolest looking thing ever. It gets all the looks on the hiking trails. Toyota 4Runner owners themselves stop and just drool over this thing because it is so awesome looking. Yeah, so just get ready to be stopped a lot out in public if you go to some public places where there's people hiking, enjoying nature like the rest of us do. You know, just enjoy the hobby. I get stopped quite a lot out there. People have lots of questions. Please talk to those people, inform them, let them know how just awesome this hobby is, how cheap it can be, or how expensive you would like to make it to be, is what I like to tell them. You know, you can buy pretty much any of these trucks anywhere, ranging from, depending what brands you go with, $200 to, well, we know some of the prices you can spend on them. So, you know, we let them know that everything can be done fairly cheap. As long as you take care of your truck and don't break it, you'll be good to go. But you know, if you're like some of us, you can't leave anything stock. Yeah, so we upgrade everything. But talk to those people, get them interested in the hobby, because more people we get in the RC world, the better this hobby can get. The growth can get better. And, you know, everything gets so much better with some people getting back, you know, more into this hobby. It's family friendly. You know, you can go to campsites. You can bust out some trucks, play around the campfire, some hiking trails with the families, all that good stuff. You know, these things just really bring a lot to your life that you would never know, just for some simple happiness. So do inform the people when they stop to talk to you. You know, let them know where you can buy this stuff. Tell them local hobby stores, or maybe an internet store that you guys prefer, or anything. You know, let them know some cool trucks or whatever the case may be. You know, because the more the merrier is my outlook. So, yeah, I hope you guys have liked my weekend review of the Element Trailrunner 4x4, ready to run here. If there's anything else you guys would like to know, please go ahead and, like I said, blow up that comment section. Ask me some questions. I'm very active with my social media accounts, so I will be on there to talk with you, and, you know, we can have some great conversations. So please like, subscribe, share. Get my content out there, please. The only way I can get better is by input from you guys, getting myself out there, and just helping me progress my passion of my hobby that much further to bring you guys the content that hopefully I would like to even see better and provide for you guys too. So please be more than welcome to give all your input needed and get this out there, man. We really need to start sharing and expressing and getting out there people's loves and hobbies in these terrible, troubling times that we have going on right now. So please, just keep everything good. Oh, hey, Snickle Fritz. All right, guys. Well, with that, I think Snickle Fritz said the video is over. I will get back to you guys at a later date here with some more videos to go over some of the accessories I will be throwing on, and some other videos just as well, just to supply some videos for you guys, just because I'm actually enjoying this quite a bit. So I will see you guys soon. Have a great day.